All right, let's keep it going for Q Reed. Nice job, Q. What a pro.
Thank you.
And while we're putting our hands together and thanking people for making that possible, let's one more time give it up for the people from Renew that helped make tonight's fashion show possible. Big thanks to the folks from Renew. Nice job. And then, of course, all the friends and the family that are here from Sacramento State, rooting on your designers, rooting on your models. You should give yourselves a round of applause. Watching you be excited as they took the runway was pretty cool. So here's the deal. You're going to be able to meet the models, the designers, everybody up at the top of the concourse just above section 113 and 114. So if you want to head up in just a bit, they will meet you up there up top. And one more time, let's give it up for the folks from Sacramento State who made that fashion show possible for us. Very nice. All right, so now for the reason that we are here, not just because there's ice cream and a sundae bar over here, there's pork belly tacos in the back. You've had like 7 of them at least, 9, 8. You've had 8 pork belly tacos. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of green sports leaders across the industry by recognizing the Innovators of the Year Awards, as well as the Environmental Leadership Award that we're going to hear from in a little bit. So, welcoming up to the stage, I get to bring up the Executive Director of the Green Sports Alliance. Here he comes. Give it up for Justin Zuellner and the Green Sports Alliance Board Vice Chair, Mary Harvey.
Your turn, buddy. You want this one? Yeah, I'll use that. I'll use this one. Is that the one you're using? Yeah, all 3. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight. Thank you very much. You're going to use this one. Okay. I will use this one. Check.
Is it working?
Hi, Mary. This one better? This one's better. I'm going to use this one.
It's
Okay,
gonna be like
that's
the Oscars,
way
Justin.
better.
It's like the Oscars.
All right. And having you white and blue up.
Confirm working.
Okay, there we go. That's so much better. Hi, Mary. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm
good. All right, so tonight we're going to be recognizing the great leaders of this movement. And earlier I talked about defining moments. So here is another one of those. And I'd like to thank the Sacramento Kings one more time for hosting us. And we're going to watch this video to kick things off.
The Green Sports Alliance is a nonprofit organization that was put together by the sports industry to represent them in environmental affairs and thinking about what we can do around climate change and sustainability. When we first started this, we were in Portland and we had just started with 6 teams, and now we're up to 500. Sacramento came to visit, and shortly thereafter they started thinking about what they could do here in Sacramento with the Kings and with the community. And it's created this opportunity where we have the most ecologically advanced arena in the world.
Sacramento Kings may be bathed in purple, but that isn't stopping them from going green.
Food waste is going to be turned into natural gas, a water product, and a soil addition. 100% solar here at the arena.
Enough electricity to power an entire city.
The bifold doors are open right now.
The open air concept embracing our wonderful weather.
The new home for the Sacramento Kings is more than basketball.
We're really trying to be reflective of the values of our city, what matters to our fans, in addition to being a great global citizen and really trying to combat the ills of climate change.
So not only will this be the greenest arena ever built, it'll also be the smartest building ever built. And with technologies like machine learning software to make the arena frictionless, ticketless, it'll make it green, and this is just the start.
We have 300 plus days of sunshine every year, so it makes a lot of sense for us to really lean into solar and in fact become the first sports venue that gets 100% of its power from the sun. Sustainability at Golden One Center goes from the solar panels on the roof to the artwork itself. So one of our marquee pieces of artwork is a series of recycled shoes. So 30 years of Kings players have donated their shoes, and it's created a beautiful piece of art that is representative of the King's crown and our logo.
Having the summit in Sacramento was really an opportunity for us to come full circle. We have the most ecologically advanced arena in the world. This is a great opportunity for us to showcase of what could actually happen.
We really try to be thoughtful about the entire resource process here, and I think all of those things contribute to the Platinum certification, which we are extremely proud of.
This is really an opportunity for us to think about what one arena can do with a community that's completely embracing everything at its finest.
We're in the process of creating an amazing downtown, and I see nothing but great things for this next great American city.
Wow. Let's give it to the Kings. That was incredible. So can everyone hear me? I used to yell for a living. I was a goalkeeper for the U.S. women's national soccer team. And you have to have a pretty good set of lungs to do that. So, oh, it sounds like everyone can hear me. That's great. So how many of you heard the owner of the Kings speak yesterday? Show of hands. Okay, he mentioned that, you know, in Civilization 3.0, that sports facilities will become the cathedrals of the towns and cities we live in. Is this just not a beautiful cathedral built to sustainability? I mean, this is amazing here. Okay, so each year we recognize the achievements of the green sports movement through the Environmental Leadership Award, and now, for the second year, the Environmental Innovators Award. We'll start with the winners of the Innovator Awards. These awards recognize organizations or individuals that have demonstrated excellence in innovation in environmental and social stewardship in the world of sport. Innovators of the Year truly embody sports greening across their organization and operations, implementing projects that not only reduce environmental impact, but encourage fans, athletes, and community stakeholders to do the same. Each exemplifies what it means to play greener. As we are joined by your 2017 innovators up on stage, please direct your attention to the big screen for a video highlighting their incredible work.
Monumental Sports and Entertainment has entered into a partnership with WGL Energy, allowing the Verizon Center to reduce carbon emissions and support new renewable energy projects. Beginning in late 2017, the Verizon Center will receive 3.5 megawatts of solar energy, equivalent to taking nearly 700 cars off the road for 1 year. The student athletes of the Beaver Athlete Sustainability Team work to make the OSU Athletic Department the most environmentally conscious athletic department in the Pac-12. Current projects include getting solar panels on all facilities, composting at team meals, energy-efficient light bulbs, and low-flow shower heads. The Los Angeles Kings launched LA Kings Green to reduce the team's environmental footprint. Focused on arena operations, fan and community engagement, the Kings recently sponsored the solar panel installation of a family's home, estimated to save them more than $20,000 over 20 years, avoiding 44 tons of emissions. In 2016, the LA Galaxy launched a club-wide environmental sustainability initiative. Protect the Pitch saves water, conserves energy, reduces waste, and engages fans. They installed LED stadium lights, a megawatt of Tesla batteries, and offer free non-stop shuttles to and from StubHub Center for every home match. Jamie Levine is passionate about creating sustainable communities through business initiatives and strategic partnerships. She's helped Aramark become a leader in sustainability and community health and wellness. Recently, she led the company's efforts, contributing $700,000 in community partner grants and executing nearly 70 projects. Back in May 2007, the Montreal Canadiens organization launched the Goal is Green program. Today, the Bell Center recycles and composts over 80% of its waste, while more than half of its employees use alternative transportation. The organization dedicates 3 parking spaces to EVs and donates the equivalent of 100,000 meals per year. Working with 10 campus and community partners, IUPUI made the Olympic Dive Trials the first zero-waste athletic event in Indiana and the first zero-waste Olympic event in the world. Through massive operational changes, they achieved a 93% diversion rate, while fans in the H2O zone learned about zero waste, played interactive games, and took zero-waste selfies. Sailors for the Seas Clean Regattas program is the only sustainability certification for water-based events. It's a voluntary certification program of 25 best practices and 75 sustainability indicators. Some of the largest sailing events in the world, including America's Cup and the Volvo Ocean Race, have been certified as clean regattas. Dow was appointed as the official and exclusive carbon partner of Rio 2016 to deliver 2 million tons of CO2 equivalent. Building on 60 years of market knowledge in Brazil, Dow designed a program of 8 projects in agriculture, industry, and infrastructure to address the environmental and technology needs of Brazil and Latin America. Golden One Center, home of the Sacramento Kings, opened as the only 100% solar-powered and LEED Platinum certified indoor arena in the world. G1C uses seat-level vents and 5 hangar doors to take advantage of the region's delta breeze. Every year, the venue will keep 2,000 tons of greenhouse gas out of the atmosphere, equivalent to 4 million vehicle miles.
All right. So this is your 2017 Innovators of the Year awardees. Raise them up. Be proud. I'd like to give a special thanks to Plan LED. These lights are actually real LED lights that went into the projects of the Mariners, went in the projects of the Yankees, the Trailblazers. These are the original ones. So thank you so much for everything, and we really appreciate everything that you've done. One more round of applause to our award winnees. All right. All right, please exit stage left for some nice pictures. Okay, you're on. Could I have Jason Twill up here, please? All right, don't go away and stay nice and mellow because this next award is going to be amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-founder and original president of the Green Sports Alliance, Mr. Jason Twill.
Greetings, everybody. I am not going to... Let's try and not talk for a bit because we have a very special story to share with you guys and then a big award, our Environmental Leadership Award for the year. This year is a bit different. Justin and I had the great pleasure of visiting Japan a couple months ago to have some discussions with some really passionate business leaders there who are considering starting the Green Sports Alliance in Japan. And while we were there, we got to meet a very special person by name Tak Yoshino. Now, Tak is a national treasure in Japan. He is a specialist at Japanese handmade furniture design. And we got to spend time in his studio in Mount Fuji and tour around the ancient forests around the base of Mount Fuji with Tak and learn about Japanese culture and their respect for the forest and wood and how they kind of create these beautiful, beautiful pieces of furniture. And we've asked Tak to actually make the award for this year's Environmental Leadership Award. I would like to invite Tak up here right now to give a little talk about the award history.
I'm so humbled to have been given the opportunity to craft together with the great Mother Nature a trophy befitting this leadership for the Environment Award. 1,200 years ago, an ancient Japanese emperor facing with the great force of volcano Mount Fuji asked for mercy, calmness, and cooperation with nature. Great destruction have been brought on the land, and the emperor declared his respect by building a shrine at the side of Lake Kawaguchiko. Cedars were planted, which grew to mighty height. The mountain quieted. The people prayed and cared for the trees and the shrine. Then, several hundred years ago, there was a fire. The shrine burned, and only 7 towering cedars remained. 10 years ago, I went to the shrine and asked the priest if he would gift me with a branch, broken in the heavy winter snows and fallen to the ground. I felt powerful life force of this branch, which has recorded for all to see the history of the last 300 years in its tight rings. The fire, the cold, steady growth, the resilience. I have kept and protected it, knowing it had a great message and destiny still. When I was asked to create the award for today, I knew immediately what I would choose. I chose this branch. In fact, I didn't change the original shape. I have only allowed it to display its history and its story for all to see, a symbol of the respect and harmony between man and nature. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was awesome. The trees that he took us to see in the forest were thousands and thousands of years old, and the shrines he talked about are sacred shrines that protect the villages around Mount Fuji if ever there be a volcanic eruption there. So it's a beautiful story from a beautiful person and a masterpiece. I now want to introduce, actually I want to give some history here about the award. Respect like this for our national award is something each Environmental Leadership Award exemplifies, spurring environmental innovation, the team, venue, league, and fan level, as well as helping advance the entire industry. The award winner each year is chosen by a committee comprised of Alliance staff and board. Each voted independently, and aggregated scores were averaged to determine the winner. Past Environmental Leadership Award winners include Andrew Ference, Stanley Cup champion, Major League Baseball Commissioner Emeritus Alan H. Bud Selig, National Hockey League Commissioner Gary Bettman. We'd like to introduce this year's winner who epitomizes what it means to be an environmental leader. Jack Groh, Director of the National Football League's environmental program. And I can honestly say that Jack is a legend. One of the first, calls, Daryl Benge and Mike McFall, who were running CenturyLink Field, when we started talking about sustainability measures there, immediately brought Jack up and the committee he was running and the tireless, persistent, hard work he was doing for years and years to help support an environmental agenda in the NFL. I had the pleasure of speaking with Jack. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him yet. So some history about Jack's legend. Jack's first Super Bowl greening effort was at the Georgia Dome in 1994. He has worked tirelessly ever since. His work has been recognized for its high level of community, government, and sponsor support and participation. His practical approach to environmental problem solving and the significant return on investment he has for the businesses he works for. He has helped event organizers develop environmental initiatives that cut costs and provide measurable community benefits. Under Jack's leadership, the Super Bowl is now recognized as one of the greenest professional sports events in the United States, if not the world. In addition, Jack oversees greening for the NFL Pro Bowl and the NFL Draft. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell had these words to share about Jack and his wife, Susan. On behalf of the National Football League, I'd like to congratulate Jack on winning the Green Sports Alliance's prestigious Environmental Leadership Award. Jack and his wife Susan have done incredible work for the NFL. He's led the environmental program in the NFL for nearly 25 years, and we are grateful for their continued partnership. Jack has helped the NFL become a leader in sports and sustainability as we continue to develop more eco-friendly practices at all of our large-scale events and leave a green legacy in each host city that we play in. Congratulations, Jack. Jack, unfortunately, is injured. We have the great pleasure to have Susan, his wonderful wife and partner, who equally deserves this award, to be accepting the award on Jack's behalf tonight. So please join me in welcoming Susan and congratulating her and Jack.
Thanks. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I am going to use notes because I just got Jack's speech this afternoon. So Jack Groh is the best person I have ever known. He's incredibly committed to sustainability and to leaving a positive green legacy in the cities that host our signature NFL events, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, and the Draft. Indeed, it is his life's work to leave the world better than he found it, whether by planting tens of thousands of trees, coaching a child in soccer, encouraging someone when they need it most, or giving a hand up to those who follow in his footsteps. Jack has a favorite Hebrew saying, tikkun olam, which means heal the world. Those are the words he lives by. I have the incredible privilege to be Jack's partner in work and in life. As you know, Jack injured his back a few days ago, and he wasn't able to travel, so he asked me to deliver his acceptance speech. He would have been so excited to be here. We are on FaceTime here, or on Facebook here, and if you guys want to send out a round of applause for Jack, David, if you wouldn't mind just showing that. Thank you very much. These are Jack's words. 25 years ago, the National Football League took a chance on a new idea, addressing the environmental impact of Super Bowl. What began as a small, groundbreaking recycling project in the Georgia Dome at Super Bowl 28 has become a comprehensive program of sustainability projects that address energy, waste, food security, urban forestry, material reuse, and the needs of children in host communities for books and sports equipment. 3 top NFL executives, Jim Stieg, Frank Sapovitz, and Peter O'Reilly, each in their own turn offered support and encouragement as the program rapidly and deliberately grew to address 2 major concerns: environmental impact mitigation and creation of a permanent green legacy in each host community. The program now includes Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, and the NFL Draft, the league's 3 signature annual events. Every department at NFL headquarters has become involved over the years, with noteworthy support from community affairs thanks to both David Krzyzewski and Anna Isaacson, who have championed the need for meaningful community engagement around sustainability. We've set the standard for event sustainability, yet none of this could be possible without partnerships. Each Super Bowl host committee has been involved, as have hundreds of government agencies, nonprofit organizations, school districts, and more recently, NFL sponsors like Verizon. Our partnership with Verizon is a first-of-its-kind partnership between a professional sports league and a sponsor that addresses real-world, hands-on community sustainability projects. There are too many people to thank, everyone by name, but I need to mention a few. I have been blessed to work with the 3 musketeers of sports sustainability for several years now. David Crawford of the Vancouver Olympics, Nate Gassman of PepsiCo, and Tim Trevzer of the World Congress Center in Atlanta, 3 of the smartest and hardest working people in the sports sustainability movement. My original partner, Ed Augustine, along with Scott Jenkins, David Crawford, and I, represent the old guard. There are new folks like Eric Disler, Nate Gassman, and Tim Trevzer, who form a new generation of leaders to carry on the work and build the future of this movement. There are others, David Mayer and Greg Lamb of 2L's Sustainability, young entrepreneurs who are working with event managers around the country and making an enormous difference in the way events are managed. And of course, oh, this is the hard part to read, there is my wife, Susan Groh, who has been my partner from day one and a member of the NFL program for more than 15 years. She brought an energy and an enthusiasm and a set of organizing skills that allowed us to move well beyond what we ever imagined possible. She has truly been the soul and the conscience of this program. Ah, thanks, that one makes me tear up. Thank you. Thanks. So Jack goes on to say, I am honored to receive this recognition. I leave you with a message and a warning. The message is this: we cannot fix the future by sitting around conference tables and discussing grand concepts in academic studies. We all of us, need to get our hands dirty, to get out in the communities, to follow the ancient Hebrew concept of tikkun olam. It means to heal the world, to find those things that are broken and do what we can to fix them. That is my message. My warning is that we are engaged in a war, even if you don't see it in the streets. On one side is the short-term financial interests of the few in this country. On the other side is the need for survival of our people and our planet. Make no mistake that this is a war, and failure to preserve the future is not an option. Just by the fact that all of you are in this room this evening tells me which side of this battle calls to your heart. I ask you to use your weapons well, not the weapons of violence, but the weapons of green energy, sustainable development, urban forestry, community engagement, and compassion. I ask you to support one another and to support this next generation of green warriors. They are the best hope that we have for a sustainable future. Thank you, and may the force be with you always. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I get one more round of applause for both Tack and Susan and Jack? It's amazing. We are all grateful for the amazing work you and your husband do. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. We enjoy it.
Awesome. Now we can go enjoy a drink with you. You guys just have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us this evening. And that was an amazing fashion show, I have to say. And let's party.
All right, so as they mentioned, that is going to do it for tonight's celebration, but that doesn't mean that you have to leave. You get to stick around. The bar is open. There are pork belly tacos left. Eric Dissler has personally bought you all an ice cream cone over here. Yes. So you can head on over for dessert, but hang out. We start again tomorrow at 8 a.m., I believe, so make sure you are back here for the beginning of our final day. We're getting close. We're getting close to the end, so make sure you are here. Thanks for coming tonight. Congratulations to all the winners, and enjoy the rest of the summit. Brought to you by Eric Dissler.
Boricua.